Hi Fit&Wellers, just gonna let the tech catch up. Here we go. And we are live. Let's just give it 30 seconds. Just while that little ping, 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 ping goes out. Fit&Well's live. Hello, how are we doing? Hi guys, how are we feeling today? Bit of a grey February day, isn't it? I'm Claire, I'm Movement for Minds, and my ethos is fitness to help boost and support our mental health. So I'm really happy to be here today with a half an hour workout, body weight workout. You don't need any equipment, and you can do this with a little bit of space. If you were to lay out on the floor flat, that's all you need. So nothing fancy needed with this, just a good old energizer. I've broken down 4 workouts that I'm doing as a series at the moment for Fit&Well, and I've broken it down into what I call a split body part workout. So we're going to focus heavily on the glutes. We're probably all sitting a lot more than we normally do, probably all a little bit hunched over, and often when we've got weak glutes it can lead to knee pain and also pain in our lower back. And so we're going to focus on those big muscle groups. Got 8 exercises, no repeat on the exercises, and I will give you some variations as we go through it. I like to get warm first of all, so please only work out if you're feeling fit and well. Fit and wellers, we only want to feel amazing at the end of this. Let's just take it for a nice neck stretch to begin with. Just take the chin all the way down into the chest, take it all the way up to the ceiling. Who is homeschooling? Who is working from home? Who is moving less as a result of just basically leaving our homes less? I think we're guilty of that, aren't we? So a little bit of kind of opening up the posture in the airways to start is always a good thing. Looking over one shoulder, stretching all the way down the side of the neck and across to the other side, looking over the other shoulder. Beautiful. Again, feeling that lovely big stretch all the way through the neck. Back to center. A couple of little head rolls. Nice little rotations, beautiful. And take it back in the other direction. Excellent. Let's think about the chest next. Let's really think about opening up the chest. I'm going to put my elbows up to my shoulder level, and I'm really going to push my chest forward, which is going to arch my back. So take my head up to the ceiling, chin up to the ceiling, and really stretch out through the upper back. And just take those hands all the way up to the ceiling and back into cactus. And again, just stretching out through the upper back. Beautiful. Release, fingers up to the ceiling and take it back into cactus and really stretching through that back. Beautiful. We're going to hinge forwards from the hips, keeping the back nice and straight. So if we're feeling a little bit hunched, just straighten up the back. We're going to open up the chest. So, reverse fly. I'm going to get you to take a deep breath in and raise your arms up to your shoulders. Beautiful. Hold it there and exhale as you bring the arms down. And again, just opening up the chest, really thinking about working that rib cage to bring as much oxygen as we can into the brain and the body. Oxygen kicks off the endorphins, which makes us feel really nice. And we're going to do one more here. Nice big deep breath in. Beautiful. And release. Can you take one arm all the way up to the ceiling, twisting, really twisting through that chest, looking up to the ceiling. Beautiful. And back to center and on the other side. Again, just taking that hand all the way up to the ceiling. Beautiful. And again, just alternating. So we're doing a split body part workout today. These are great when you don't have very much time. And a lunchtime workout is amazing because it releases lots of melatonin throughout the body. And back up to standing, nice big shoulder rolls. And melatonin is our sleep hormone, and it makes us feel really nice and sleepy tonight. So a workout a little bit later in the day not only kind of improves our cognitive function, our brain function. Bring the knee up to the chest. Got a mouthful of hair in my mouth then. Beautiful. Really squeeze that knee into the chest, opening up the hips. So, yes, you might not always feel like it at lunchtime, but just getting a little bit of movement in, going outside, a walk, quick little workout will really help with those energy levels. Beautiful. Okay, we're going to tap it down to the floor, hands all the way down, keeping the legs nice and straight. Let's keep the hamstrings straight. On the way down, on the way up. We're going to go down, we're going to walk it out all the way into a full plank. with nice wide legs. We're going to walk it all the way back up with nice straight legs and all the way down. Beautiful. All the way back up again. Again, stretching through those hamstrings, feeling the stretch through the inner thigh, starting to mobilize the spine, all the way down. Beautiful. All the way back up. Excellent. Give me one more here. Walk it all the way out and walk it all the way back up. We're going to start with a little wide half squat, a half sumo. Take it down halfway as if we're about to sit on the loo. Keep that chest up and open and release. And again, take it down halfway and release. And halfway and release. Beautiful. Down and release. A little bit deeper. Yes. And up. Maybe a little pulse, a little bounce in there. And up. And down. Little pulse and up. So we're just preparing the body. This is still the warm-up. Just coming to the end. Give me a nice big deep sumo all the way down. And singles for 5. Singles for 4. Singles for 3. Singles for 2. Singles for 1. Step the feet in and start to give me either a light little jog or I like a little bit of fake skipping. Side to side. Yeah, get that fake skipping where it going. Really start to get the heart and lungs starting to push the oxygen, not just around the body to the muscles. We need oxygen in our muscles for energy. It's what powers our movements, but also to the brain because we want lots of blood, lots of nutrients, lots of lovely oxygen in that brain. Okay, give me a couple more seconds and just ask yourself, are you feeling warm? Is your skin warm to the touch? Yes. Is your breathing starting to get a little bit heavier where your heart and lungs are having to work a little bit harder to start to get everything moving? We've done some nice mobilization on the muscles, on the joints, and so we should be feeling ready to go for it with our workout. Okay, we're going to start with a nice big deep side lunge. So we're going to step to the side. I'm going to drop one knee down, keeping the other leg straight, keeping our chest up as we do that. If you can, raise up onto your heel, lifting your toes. You're probably feeling a really deep stretch now, all the way down that inner thigh. We're going to go to center and come down onto the side. What I want to try and avoid is the hinging forward. So really try and take it down as far as you can go and lift up the toes, flexing them towards your body, and center and down. See if we can get that in one fluid movement now. As we go down, we lift the toes. The toes are optional. Beautiful. I'm going to stick to around about 10 to 15 repetitions for each exercise today. And we've got 8 exercises all focused on the lower body. Take it down, lift the toes, hold and center and down. Lift the toes and center and down. Lifting the toes, center and down. Beautiful. Okay, you're going to give me 5 more here. Center and down. Lift those toes. Cossack Squat. Really, who's really feeling it in that inner thigh? I am absolutely feeling it. That stretch. Lovely feeling of that muscle working. Beautiful. And down. And here we go. Center and down. And one more. Center and down. And really lifting through and down. Pulling that toe towards us. Keeping it wide. Keeping the toes turned out. If you've got any frustrations with the boss, with the homeschooling, any kind of anxiety, we're about to stamp it out. So if you're in a flat apartment, you might want to be a little bit gentle on your toes. But we are going to take it down. Nice deep sumo and back up. Really nice and deep. Keep those knees over those toes. No, don't knock those knees together or you won't feel that nice deep stretch. Beautiful. And down. Excellent. Okay, we're going to speed it up. And 1. And 2. And 3. And down for 4. Nice and deep for 5. We're going to do 5 more. We're going to stay at the bottom. I'm going to go for 10 little pulses. So here we go. 2. This is our last one. Down, up, down, and pulse, and pulse, and pulse, pulse, and pulse, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. We're going to hang at the bottom. Yes, keep the tension nicely in those thighs. What I want you to do is think about keeping this posture, staying really nice and low, but just lifting one leg and give me a little stamp on the floor. Doesn't have to be loud. Beautiful. And 3, and 4, and 5. Keeping it center, keeping it low. Don't let gravity suck you up. And again, the other side. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. And keep it low. And we're going to go straight back to single. So all the way up. What a nice relief as you come back up. Releasing the tension in those quad muscles. So remember, our quads can cause lots of lower back pain, especially if we're sitting a lot and they're feeling a little bit weak. Therefore, this is a great exercise to be able to strengthen them. And we know that good posture increases our flexibility, our balance, our agility, and our mood. Get ready to stay low for 10, and 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Keep it low, hang out low. Keep that tension, hold it there for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and stamp, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Keep it low, and stamp, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Keep it low, hold it for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. And just give me some little kind of toe and heel pedals just to shake out those quads. Wow, that is a thigh burner. So, split body part workouts, really good, really quick, really effective. We're going to take the control down and we're going to think about strength in the next exercise. We're going to think about a deadlift. Now, this is an equipment-free workout, but if you had hand weights and you want to add them, feel free to add them for this exercise. We're going to take it down into a deadlift. So we're hinging from the hips, the back is nice and straight, no hunching, really stretch it through, and we're going to take the hands down just above the knees here and snap up in that deadlift. We're then going to try little one-legged deadlift as well. So we're going to take it down, beautiful, and snap it up, excellent. Really keeping those legs nice and straight, hinging from the hips. I'm not actually moving and snap the upper body. Gravity and the hip movement is taking those fingers all the way down to my shins and flex all the way back up. And again, 2 more here, beautiful. So I like to just get the motion and the technique before we move on to a little one-legged. Halfway down and snap back up. So if you feel comfortable with that and you want to move on, then join me in this next variation. You're going to really think about keeping a nice strong core. The core is responsible for everything above us, everything beneath us, and so it's really important that we try to keep that core nice and strong. Feel free to hold on to the wall, feel free to hold on to a chair or a piece of furniture. So I'm going to raise one foot off the floor. So I just want you to centre, to balance, to pull that belly into the wall behind you, and I just want you to take that foot back slightly. Your knees are in line, but one is bent. And then all I want you to do is keep the foot on the floor, keep that leg nice and straight, take it down to the floor if you can with those fingertips. Don't have to go all the way down, and then slowly come all the way back up, raising that knee into what I describe as a flamingo. You know what I mean. And taking it back, and again, fix your eyes, nice control. If you rush this one, it tends to be a little bit wobbly. Take that leg back and come up, and if you want to, just bring that foot back to standing and then lift up that knee. A little bit of weight or something in your hands, even if you're holding your phone, I think helps to stabilise with this one. We're doing 5 each. So again, really thinking about that core, using that really lovely, powerful leg. Oh yes, those lovely, powerful muscles in the quad, in the glutes, in the hamstring. And we are just powering, taking it all the way down and powering slowly up. I think we've got one more on this side, and we're going to switch sides. So keeping this other leg nice and stable. Keep that belly pulled into the wall behind you. And if you can, and you don't need to hold on, then just really think about how far you can reach and coming back up into that lovely one-legged deadlift. And just shake it out. Let's go for the other side. So my brain's got to switch over now. Not always easy. So lifting the other knee, just centering for a moment, just get your balance. I love a deadlift. I mean, one of the best exercises that we can do, uses the most amount of muscles in the body, and I'm all about bang for my buck. I'm all about short workouts. I'm all about getting as much as I can out of them. So I'm taking that leg back. If you can, keep that leg straight. If you're having a wobble, like me, you might want to do that one again. And lift, because I'm talking so much. And take that leg back. And also it's the brain just having a little switch over from the other side. Take it down and bring it back in. Beautiful. Almost a nice little fluid movement. We could go into a little Cobra Kai at the end. If anybody knows what I'm talking about. Beautiful. Netflix. Cobra Kai. Yes. And down. Beautiful. It's difficult to worry when you're focused on your body. Woo! And down. Obviously the Cobra Kai movement at the end there is unnecessary, but and coming back up. Beautiful. Kind of my body wants to do it though. It's the problem, it feels elegant. And take it back down. Beautiful. Nice core, strong core. Slowly bring it all the way back up and give it all a little bit of a shake out. We're going to take it down onto the floor. Grab your mat, grab your blanket, whatever you've got that means that your knees are nice and comfortable. I'm going to stretch it forward with my hip, and I am in a lunge position with my knee on the floor. Again, I'm going to ask you to think about the core, keeping it strong, but we're really going to power through the glute muscles. So feel your glutes, connect your brain with those glutes. Okay, so are you ready? We're going to bend one knee off the floor, that foot into the bum cheek, into the glutes, and squeeze and release. Again, hold onto the wall, furniture if you need it, and squeeze. Beautiful. And release. Excellent. Amazing. And squeeze. Excellent. Hold it here, really squeeze. And release really nicely and really slowly. It's a small movement, but by goodness me, am I feeling it in that glute. And now I've connected the brain, I'm working that glute muscle. Hand squeeze again. Beautiful. And take that foot down. Excellent. Thinking about keeping that core strong, that spine nice and stable, nice and straight, and squeeze. Beautiful. And release. And we're going to step back, step forwards on the other foot. Beautiful. And just get yourself in a nice comfortable position. I'm just pushing my hips slightly forward with this one. If it's comfortable for you, do the same, or you can stay a little bit straighter here. We're all physiologically different, so I'm just pushing them slightly forwards. So I'm going to squeeze. Beautiful. Oh, and release. I can so feel this one. And squeeze. Beautiful. And release. 3 more here. Don't rush it. Center that core. And woo, I'm having a wobble. 3. Beautiful. 2 to go. Excellent. And 1. Really squeezing in. And release. Excellent. And 1 more. Squeeze. Beautiful. Squeeze. And release. Excellent. Coming all the way down onto the floor. We're going to come onto our bellies. We are going to just pop your face down on the floor where it's comfortable. You can have your hands or your shoulders. You can have your hands out in front of you. I'm going to keep my head up slightly, otherwise I'm a little bit muffled on the floor. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to raise one leg. Keep the other leg on the floor and just simply raise one leg. In a little leg lift, a lying leg lift, and release. Beautiful. Again, really working on those lower body muscles. Really nicely lifting to a point that feels comfortable for you, but to a point where you feel it in your glute muscle. And down. Beautiful. And lift. Excellent. For 3. And down. Good work. And lift. For 4. Excellent. And down. And lift. 5. Beautiful. Swap over on the other side. So when you're ready, and lift. Excellent. And dropping that knee down onto the floor. Nice control. And lift. Beautiful. And down. Excellent. And lift. For 3. Excellent. And lift. For 4. Taking that leg to a point in the air that feels comfortable for you. And lift. Other leg on the floor and take it down. Beautiful. Just come up onto your knees. Give me a little hip stretch. So hips over knees, shoulders over your wrists, and just take one knee up like a scorpion and just take it all the way up to the ceiling. That flat foot all the way up to the ceiling. Point the toe, just a little bit of flexing here and really lifting as much as you can to stretch out through that hip. And release and reset, taking your hips over your knees, your shoulders over your hands and your wrists, a little bit, releasing that leg, lifting that foot to the ceiling, lifting as far as you can, and again, you can just do a little flat and point, flex and point, flex and point, really making sure that hip is lifted up to the ceiling, just in a really nice stretch. Okay, come back down onto your hands and knees. We're going to take one foot back straight. The other one is on your knee. I'm going to come forwards for this one, just so you get a little bit more of me in the frame. We are going to do a little rainbow down dog. So we're going to take one leg up and back. I'm going to arc it over like a rainbow down to the floor, a little tap with the toe and bring it back in from the arc. So up, arc, over in your rainbow and all the way back in again. Nothing else is moving. Lovely strong core, lovely strong upper body. Take the leg back and a little arc and a little tap and bring it down. Beautiful. And up and over. Excellent. And back down and lift and arc. And really think about keeping that core nice and strong. The only thing that is moving and being powered is that leg through that glute. Beautiful. One more lift and another little tap in that rainbow down dog and bring that knee back to center. Switch over. Just think about pulling that belly up to the ceiling, taking that leg up and over and tap and in. Nothing else is moving. Don't let that chest twist. Keep looking at the floor. Keep that leg nice and straight, nice and strong. Beautiful. Little tap and take it in. Excellent. Up and tap. Beautiful. And bring it in. Excellent. And lift. And one more here. Beautiful. And bring it in. Excellent. We're going to come onto our side. We're going to go for little clamshell. So nice one again, using those lower body muscles. I am going to come up onto my hand. You could be a little bit lower if you feel a little bit more comfortable on your elbow. You just won't get the same height, but you'll still be able to do the same exercise. So I've lifted my hips. I'm hitching them up to the ceiling. My feet are pressed together. My knees are together. When I open in my clamshell, I'm going to really push up through the hips, but I'm going to keep the feet together. And I'm going to dip back down. I'm going to come all the way to the floor, but I'm going to power again up into that clamshell, really thinking about twisting and lifting those hips up to the ceiling. Let's do 5 and let's see if we can add a little variation with a little kick to this one as well. Are you ready? So on the floor, on your side, hitch your hip up to the ceiling, feet together, knees together, and I'm going to get you to open the knees, feet together, and lift that hip. Come down and power up. Beautiful. Down and feet together. Get those heels together like they're glued and lift. Beautiful. And one more. Excellent. And down and lift. If you want to add a little variation, kick. Feet together and down and lift. Kick and down and lift. Clamshell kick. Feet together and down. Lift. Kick and down and lift. One more here and kick. Beautiful. Hold. Little pulse and pulse. Pulse and pulse. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and little circles backwards. Yes. And 5, 4, 3. Keep it strong. 2 and 1. Excellent. And come over onto the other side. Exactly the same on the other side. So, are you ready? And then we're going to hit the floor for a little glute bridge series, and it's over. Little cool down, yes. And back to it, back to the chaos. Outside the door. Okay, here we go. Coming up, well, in my house anyway, the chaos. Right, are you ready? Lifting that hip up to the ceiling, hitching it up, feet together. I'm going to really open up the knee, and I'm going to really power the hip up. I'm going to come back down for a little bit of momentum and power up. Beautiful. Down and power up. And excellent. And power up. Keep the feet together. And down and power up. Stay with this if it feels comfortable. If not, come up, open, kick, feet together, down. And kick. And down. And kick. And down. Oh, kick. Beautiful. And kick. And excellent. And come down. Keep it up. Keep that leg out. And pulse. And pulse. Little pulse. Just up and down. Little movement. Not very much movement. Just a little pulse. Yes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Little circle back. And circle. Little circle. Nice control. Really think about the control. 2 and 1. Beautiful. And come down onto the floor, onto our backs. We're going to go for a little glute bridge series, and we will finish. So we are going to put our heels and our soles of our feet together. We're going to open our knees, and we're going to have a nice kind of diamond shape there in our legs. We're going to lift the hips off the floor. You're really going to feel it through that inner thigh, hands on the floor, and you're going to just hold it there with those hips lifted, with those glutes squeezed, with feeling it, oh, nice and deep in that inner thigh. We're going to take it down to the floor, and we're going to lift. Beautiful. Keep those legs open, and lift. Call this a little frog pump, and lift. Beautiful, and lift. Excellent, and lift. Good work, and lift. Woo. And 5, and 4, 3, and 2, little movement, and 1, beautiful. Bring the knees together. Option to be flat on your feet or on your toes. I'm going to do it on my toes because I like a little bit more height. So I'm going to come, just if you're on your feet, you're going to come up, hands out in front of you, open, arms and knees, take it down, or you're on your toes. You're getting a little bit more height. What we're doing when we get to the top is we're squeezing the glutes, really squeezing them tight. We're opening, we're closing, we're taking it down. Are you ready? And lift, and squeeze. Open, close, and down. And lift, and squeeze. Beautiful, excellent. Lift, open. Don't forget to squeeze. Lift, excellent. Keep it going. And 5, and down, and 4, and down, and 3, and down, and 2, and down, and squeeze, and open, and pulse, and pulse, and pulse, and pulse, and 5, and 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Beautiful. Knees together. We're going to extend one leg straight. I'm on my toes, on my other foot. The option is to be flat. I'm going to flex the toes towards my body. I'm going to point and flex and take that leg straight horizontally and point and flex and lift and point and flex and take it down. Beautiful. And point and flex the toes and lift and point and flex and take it down. Excellent. And point and flex and lift and get ready. Swap. See if you can keep those hips up. See if you can keep those glutes squeezed and engaged. And get ready. Extend the other leg. Remember, you don't have to be on the toes. Really straighten that leg up to the ceiling. Flex those toes towards you. And point and flex. And take that leg down with lots of nice control. Point and flex. And lift it up. Excellent. Point and flex. And take it down. Excellent. Point and flex. And lift it up. Yes. Point and flex. And keep those hips lifted. Point and flex. Really feeling it down the back of that leg, down that hamstring as we point and we flex. And point and flex and lift. Beautiful. One more. Point, flex. take it down. Excellent. Point and flex. And bring it up. Beautiful. Bring those knees back together. Okay, we're going to go down to the flat-footed. We are going to come up, sweep the arms up and over, squeeze the glutes, and down. And lift onto the toes. And down. And lift. And down. And lift. Beautiful. And down. And lift. Excellent. And down. And lift. Beautiful. And down. And lift. Excellent. And down. And straighten the legs. Come up to seated. Place your fingers to your toes. Lift your hips off the floor in a lovely reverse plank. And leg lift. Lift one leg and lift the other. And lift. And lift. Beautiful straight legs. Beautiful strong core. Beautiful. And 3. Excellent. And 2. Good work. And 1 more. Lifting those legs. Beautiful. And hold. And hold. And hold. Hold it here. Excellent. And bring one knee in like you're about to cycle. And extend. And the other side. Extend. And in. Extend. In. Extend. In. Extend. In. Extend. Beautiful. In. Extend. In. Extend. In. Extend. And 1 more marching move. And let's hold. Lift the hips. Nice line of the body. Squeeze the glutes. Hold it here for 5. For 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Drop it down onto the floor. Come back down onto your back. Bring those knees into your chest. Just have a nice little roll back. Woo, on the floor. Excellent. Massaging that back. Squeezing those knees into that chest. Stretching through the glutes. Releasing one leg, keeping the other one squeezed in, and really just hold it. You should feel a really deep stretch now in that glute muscle. It needs it, it's earned it, we've worked it. And yes, all that sitting, yes, we're just improving that lovely posture in our lower body. We're doing a great split body part workout. So when you haven't got time, cut it down. Focus on one area, focus on core and upper tomorrow, and then have a little rest day in between. So 4 quick 30 minutes workouts a week, perfect. And again, just holding that knee into that chest, doing that lovely, lovely stretch. Beautiful. Oh, it feels good. Okay, stretching out lengthways all the way through the fingers and the toes. Are going to come up to seated. We're going to bring our legs in cross-legged, and we're just going to straighten the back, really straighten the back. Really think about just stretching out, and just take those hands up to the ceiling, straight back, and really reaching up, stretching out through that core. Beautiful. Excellent. We're going to come over onto our hands and knees. This is a really great full body stretch, particularly when we don't have a lot of time. So I know what we're like, we all do it, it gets into the workout, it's like, right, it's over, let's get back to life. But this is a lovely one. If you could do one stretch, take one leg back, straight, lift it and take it diagonally over the other leg. As you do that, your body will twist. Let it twist. Really take the hand over the head, get the ear in the armpit, really stretching all the way down through the side obliques, through the core, stretching all the way down those lovely leg muscles and up to the fingertips, and hold it for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand back down, other side, take the other leg back, take it over the other knee and twist. Let your body twist, come up, really getting that armpit in the ear. I don't want the arm up here, I want it right over the head, really stretching through the toes, all the way through the fingertips, all the way down the side. Beautiful, beautiful. And hold it 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release, and come back over. We are going to slowly just walk the hands up, tip our weight up onto our toes so that we can come back to standing, drop the heels to the floor, and slowly just have a little unwind. I like to do a little dangle, take the weight off that head, off the neck, off those arms, off the upper body. Just let it all hang loose. Hands on the shins, coming up now. Just bringing the head up nice and slowly. Hands onto the collarbone, nice big smile. Little stretch just to finish where we began. Really stretching through that neck. Looking over one shoulder, oh, it feels good. And looking over the other side and release. Nice big shoulder roll, bring the arms up. When you shoulder roll, really make it nice and deep, all the way up to the ceiling on the toes and stretching through. Again, all the way up and down. And one more, all the way up and all the way down. And shake it loose. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed that. I am back next Wednesday at 1 o'clock. And I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful week. And you feel nicely energized. Take care, lovely ones. Bye.